What is happening? AJ Gamer Dude here, and I just previously made a video talking about what I had watched during the spring 2024 anime season, and now we are jumping into the summer. So pretty much this is where I kind of just sit down and look through some of the shows that I'm going to be watching that's going to be new to the season, or just, stuff from the previous season that just happens to be going through because there happened to be like a 24 episode season for that particular show. So let's just kind of jump right on into it. There's only 5 new shows this season, and 3 shows from the previous season that I'm going to be watching. So let's jump into the new stuff. Of course, with these videos that I do, I will actually put the links to the My Anime list for each of these shows in the links below. And of course, I usually do chapter these videos. So if you want to go to any particular area, let me know. Not let me know. You'll know where to go pretty much. So let's just jump right on into it. First and foremost, Oshi No Ko Season 2. So the second season of Oshi No Ko. The first season was met with very, very much mixed opinion because the first episode was exceptionally well done. In fact, it was a triple length premiere, and it was a very, very good first episode. In fact, it actually it was premiered at movie cinemas as well, across Japan during that time. So yeah, this is pretty much just me continuing to watch a show that I've already started watching, and I do actually have the manga upstairs, though I haven't actually read as far as what season 2 is going to cover, even though I do have the volumes. So I'll probably just kind of sit down and just keep on watching. I don't think there's really much more to say. If you've seen season 1 and you're interested in watching season 2, feel free to watch it. I don't really think there's much to go on about because the premise and everything is all covered in season 1, so there's no use kind of repeating anything that may have happened previously or spoil or anything else along those lines. But at least watching the first episode kind of gives you an idea of what to expect as like the setup for the entire series. After that, it does go downhill a bit, and whether or not you find it entertaining, you could probably just use a 3 episode rule and kind of go from there. With that being said, Tower of God. So the second season of Tower of God, I genuinely did not think we would actually be getting a second season. And in fact, the first season of Tower of God, that was a while ago, wasn't it? Because I know I was watching it while it aired. We're looking at 2020. Wow, okay, it's been 4 years. It genuinely does feel like it's been a while since the first season of Tower of God. Is this actually a continuation? Because we see a couple of different characters. Okay. Yeah, am I excited for this? Kind of. Again, this is just another case of the fact that I never drop a show, so I'll keep continuing to watch it. I am curious to seeing as to where this goes. I don't remember anything from season 1 because it's been way too long. But hopefully it goes up from season 1, because season 1 was just fine, really, from my perspective, at least from what I can remember of it. So it doesn't even stick out in my memory all that much, even though it's only been 4 years, which sounds like it's been a decent amount of time, but you can be surprised how quickly time flies by in that sense. So I do hope for this show to improve from before, because I thought it was just fine before. It was okay. But yeah, moving on from that, we've got Fairy Tail The 100-Year Quest, which is technically a sequel, a brand new manga that is a sequel to the original Fairy Tail manga. So this is just Hiro Mashima kind of continuing on. It's kind of like you had Naruto and then you had Naruto Shippuden. Even though Naruto is a prequel to Naruto Shippuden, people know Shippuden more. 100-Year Quest is kind of like that, is kind of the Shippuden to Fairy Tail's Naruto, I guess. It's a really dumb way of explaining it, but sure, let's just go with that. And so the 100-Year Quest in Fairy Tail lore is considered to be pretty much the most difficult, most it's the most difficult. It is also the most dangerous type of quest you can ever do from the quest board, from the guild. And so Natsu and Happy do actually kind of go off in order to tackle that quest, which was actually covered at the end of the Fairy Tail manga. So again, of course, this is a sequel, so I am looking forward to seeing the characters again, and not like with different colored hair, because the reason why I say that is because I feel like Hiro Mashima did take his characters from Fairy Tail and then transfer them over to his newer series, which was called Eden Zero, and it just felt like, hey, the main character is just Natsu with black hair, or this character looks a lot like Erza, but she's a bad guy this time, or this is like Lucy again, but in a different way, or he is Happy again, except completely unchanged. So it'll be good to see the characters that we know and love from having watched hundreds of episodes before, because I feel like in order to jump into 100-year quest, you ideally need to see like the 300 and something or so episodes of the Fairy Tail to really kind of know the character's backstory. Would you be able to jump into 100-year quest as is? Maybe? I'm actually not too sure. That's something I would rather the guys in the comments below actually talk about, because I don't even know where to begin with that one. But I am very much looking forward to this, just because, hey, here are the characters you know and love. Moving on from that though, now we actually have some original shows. There's actually 2 of them. So starting off with Shikanoko, Nokonoko, Koshitantan, which I saw this, and then I saw the tags for this, or rather the themes being gag humor and comedy, and I was like, I love my comedy shows. I absolutely need to start watching this show, because it's every time I see the gag humor or along with comedy tags, that's when I'm like, okay, I am interested, because that's all you need to know. And apparently, from what actually, we're probably better off reading the synopsis, and then I can kind of go off from there. No one knows Torako used to be a delinquent. All of her classmates only know her as the perfect student, but everything changes when Nokotan, a transfer student with antlers, enters her life. Antlers aren't the only thing strange about Nokotan. Her dear nose can sniff out Torako's secret past, whether it's at school or the zoo. Chaos follows the doe-eyed girl's every step. Torako has so many questions. Is Nokotan a deer, a girl, or something in between? So apparently, at least from what I could tell, Nokotan is supposed to be a deer girl. I haven't watched the trailer, and I'm not interested in watching the trailer, because I'm already going to be watching this show just because I need more gag humor shows in my life. Again, while I don't expect it to be as high quality as something like a Gintama, or something along the lines of, say, Danshikoko Se no Nichijou. That's such a good show. Both of those are bloody excellent. But anyway, I don't expect it to be as good as stuff like that, but this very much feels like it's got some Nichijou energy to it, so I'm very much looking forward to that. So definitely excited about this one. Hopefully it's going to be really, really good. 2.5 Jigen no Ririsa. So this one, okay, synopsis first, then we'll kind of go from there. I have no interest in real girls, so claims Okumura, the president of the school's manga club. He's your typical otaku, obsessed with a sexy, fictional 2D manga character known as Ririeru. Okay, and I've also already seen the first episode, by the way, so that's worth pointing it out. Then the new school year starts, and a real 3D girl named Ririsa, whose passion is cosplay, joins the club. Ririsa convinces Okumura to become her photographer, and guess who her favorite manga character is? It's asking, but obviously it's Ririeru, just to point that out. Not only that, but Ririsa is into modeling. The fetish. My brain just kind of broke as I'm trying to process the word that I am reading. fetishy stuff. There we go. The boundaries between 2D and 3D begin to blur as this hot-blooded romantic comedy unfolds. So originally I wasn't even going to watch this because it's a rom-com, but then I thought, hey, it can't be particularly bad. In fact, this could be the decent amount of junk food that I really needed. So it kind of follows the main. So far, the first episode alone is just, it's the first episode. It's worth kind of talking about. Main character really likes this fictional character called Ririeru, which is kind of like, has this sort of angel outfit thing going on, plays visual novels, watches drama that this character kind of, pretty much any piece of media or entertainment this character falls in, the main character is like, I am absolutely going to consume it, whether it be an OVA, whether it be the manga, whether it be any sort of merchandise. I will buy anything and everything. And ultimately, then this girl, the Didi-sak, actually appears. She's a first year, and she's like looking through like the clubs to join, and then finds a manga club, and ultimately, asks the Okumura, the main character, if she can join, and he's trying to like drive her out because he's just not interested in 3D girls or girls in real life and things like that. So ultimately he tries to, send her off by like making her feel disgusted in otaku culture and things like that. But then she proves to actually be more of like a fujoshi type that actually kind of likes the erotic part of being an otaku and things like that. And ultimately the two of them end up getting along a hell of a lot better, even though ultimately he was trying to, send her off from the very beginning. So it'll be interesting to see like how things kind of unfold, because ultimately a rom-com can only be so different from other rom-coms until you kind of change either the premise, the idea, the location, or some other small bits and pieces, but they relatively all are going to be quite similar. So it'll just be interesting to see how things unfold from here. With that being said, the 3 continuing shows that I'm watching are One Piece, because One Piece has been going on since 1999. It's 2024, so let's be real, 25 years later, it's gonna keep going. So I don't think we're really missing much on that end. Of course, I did talk about it in my previous anime video, but yes, I will be continuing to watch the 3rd season of Slime Isekai, and of course My Hero season 7 is continuing because it started midway through the previous season, and we still, I don't think, know how many episodes it's going to do. 21 episodes. Oh, really? That's an interesting number of episodes. Okay, fascinating. We'll just see how season 7 kind of goes through and wraps up. I don't really have much to say for the ongoing because I'll probably share my thoughts on those, of course, when, those particular seasons end, which will be probably along this season. So anyway, let me know what you guys think about all of that in the comments below. Like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel. I'm aiming for 300 subs by the end of the year, and of course in the comments below let me know if there's anything in particular you're going to be watching in this coming anime season, summer 2024 season I should say. Anything that I might have missed out, and I'm sure there's a lot of real popular things that I would have missed out because I don't really watch the popular stuff, but it is what it is. Yeah, but with all that said and done, I do upload every day, so I'll see you guys tomorrow.